we're gonna do shin to shin to X guard. And we're gonna go over 3 options from X guard, but I want you guys to see how we can do that same shin to shin and just get straight into X guard versus single leg X. Anytime we're in this open guard positioning, right, and we're detached, I wanna review posture, right, but we always wanna talk about 4 points of contact. I don't wanna overreach because then he's got a lot of space. Okay, you're gonna hear me say this all the time, but it's so important. Elbows in, I can bring my elbows to my knees here. I'm bringing my head and chest forward, my booty back. I can favor a hip, still keeping my elbows tight. I can always post a hand on the mat if I need to scooch, but really kind of being aware and bringing this hand back in when necessary. So from this position, since I don't want to just overreach and stretch out, a lot of times Eric might just come in and forward to step with his knee, or his leg. I'm going to go ahead and post. My hand can come to the mat, and I'm going to shift back so that I have space to bring my shin to the inside of his. And now we're creating an X. This is my shin to shin connection. Okay, from here I can hug and I can still post on the knee like we did with single leg X. Or he might just be out there and circling, right? I can come in and just chase it. Okay, I can come get it, but I'm bringing my whole body, delivering my body with my grips. And you can see I'm kind of settling at like a 45-degree angle. I'm not this way, like square, because I don't want to pull him onto me, okay? So I'm here. If he's hand fighting and his hands are in front and I can't reach his leg, I can get a 2-on-1 on his wrist, and I'm gonna move him and come in, right? So it's almost like an arm drag. I make space and I can connect. So I'm gonna connect and hug his leg. I'm wrapping behind. I still like to push kind of on the knee like I would for single leg X. And I'm gonna fall to my shoulder. So think about kind of getting your head to the inside. I'm not falling back. But instead of just keeping this here, like when I go for single leg X, I'm gonna transition my hand behind his knee. So I'm gonna fall, lift, come in, and get to X guard, right? I can even grab this ankle initially because that keeps him close and prevents him from stepping out, okay? Now I've already fallen into this position where his ankle is next to my neck. So I have good control. I'm underneath him. If I kind of fell this way, I'd want to do a little forward shrimp. My top foot is anchored kind of right on his hip. My bottom foot and shin are against the inside of his knee. And then I'm just wrapping or gripping his knee and bringing my elbow to my hip to encourage this to stay open, okay? I don't want him to start spearing down into my belly, okay? Just like that. I'm very strong and intentional with my legs. Knees are wide. I should be able to just like lift and extend Eric from here, okay? To off balance. But let's get back to our shin to shin. Let's look at that entry. So I'll show you the difference too. As last week, right, he was coming in, boom, I was going to single leg X. So I was here, letting it drop from under the armpit in here. And we were talking about how to transition from single leg X to X guard. Still valid if he clears that, right? I can drop. Here I've got this overwrap. I can do some sweeps from here, or I can shift my hips out, come under, and get to X guard, right? But tonight, we're just working on how to get straight to X. So he comes in, I can block, make space. I might post so he doesn't come too close, right? Man, Brian Beach is here at night. That's throwing me off, man. I love it. I'm gonna come under, right? I'm still lifting, but instead of shooting my leg through, I'm just coming right in, okay? Nice and fluid here. Connected, opening the knee, and nice and controlled with my frames. So maybe he's grip fighting, right? He's coming in front. I come here, boom, here, boom, just like that, and get right to my X guard. Okay, I can hold on to this ankle until I really feel secure and want to start lifting and extending. Okay, but I'm kind of saving the extension until I go straight for the move, because I'm going to be like a spring. I want to off balance him and use that timing to help with whatever sweep I'm using. Okay, so I don't want to off balance and then stop. Like I don't want to lift him up, extend him, and not do anything. He's going to be able to just anchor his weight down and put pressure on me. So I've got to do it all together at the same time. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. So we're here. He comes in, right? Boom. Coming in. I can check initially because I might go for single leg X, or I might go for X guard. Once I know, I can start diving through, lifting, bringing him in. Like I said, I like to grab this ankle if possible. It keeps him in place while I like adjust and get my top hook in, okay? So from here, I want to lift Eric up and extend him out, okay? We're gonna talk about going backwards first, right, and off balancing, but it depends really, right? Like if I get here, usually the entry is gonna off balance my partner initially, and he might fall forward, or he might fall, like start posturing up and falling backwards. That's gonna really be the indicator for me of what move I'm gonna do. I'm just giving you guys an order, so I'm showing you how to go backwards first, okay? But really, it would be either option depending on how they're reacting. So I'm here, I'm opening up this knee, I'm gonna lift him up and out. Once I do that, I drop my foot behind his ankle, I'm gonna pull his foot or his ankle with my foot towards the back door, and I'm gonna tilt with the top hook towards the front door as I open up his knee. From here, we've got a few different options. I can use the momentum. My top foot can pass his ankle towards me. I can come up, pin it, and I can get into a cradle. This will ultimately help prevent him from getting the turtle. I can also leg drag like we went over from single leg X. I can grab his heel, always by my head, pass it to my other hip, check the top of his knee, build my base, elbow in, drive my knee all the way to the mat. This is not what I want, right? He can hip out and face me, okay? So you've got to check that. I'm going all the way. I'm also not letting his shin come out because then he can turn and face me and bring his guard in. So I'm shelving this. Hand on the top of the knee, elbow to my hip, and I'm going to drive my foot down. Once it touches, if your other knee doesn't touch the mat and you might teeter-totter, just post your foot. From here, I can start getting head control, underhooks, flattening his shoulder out, right? This is a shitty position for Eric. I've got nice pressure. If he starts stretching out, then I can get to the side. Or I can just go when I feel like he's nice. Okay, wait, come back. One more. So also, maybe I just sweep him and I come right up to combat base. That's fine too. Then I can start, setting up knee cut passes, whatever I want. You go for leg attacks there. But as long as I get up to my knees, then that's going to constitute a sweep. What I don't want is to stay right here. Feel like I swept him. Not really, right? I'm on my butt still. He could still come up on top. In like a tournament, that wouldn't be a sweep, okay? So I need to either follow through and finish the story, or at least get up to my knees, right? Even if he's facing me and I'm in his guard, that's a sweep, okay? So we'll look at it one more time. From the full position, over here, he steps in, right? Maybe, yep, it's hand biting, boom, through, here, lift up, out, tilt. And there we go, right? Just that fluid. Like, I've got to hurry up and go. Let that off balance happen. The leg that's underneath my neck, I'm going to pass or grab the heel, pass the leg in front to my top hip. I'm going to start building my base. I can cup the knee and shelve it. I'm driving my knee all the way to the mat. Some people might be like, oh, I'm just going to go this way, right? That could work. Here, I feel like I've got more pressure and I'm hitting it more, right? It depends on energy too. If it's super quick, I might end up just going to the side. If here, I can take my time. I've got a lot of control and drive forward, head control, and then come around when I'm ready. Okay? Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. As we're here, if I want, from that off balance, like I said, or the entry, Eric might need to fall forward to catch his base, okay? If he falls forward to catch his base, but then he starts posturing up, that's when I'm gonna go for the first one, right? I can just drop my foot and use that energy to take him back. So even if he posts, but it's just momentarily, and he comes back up, use that, right? Use that energy, boop, just like that, right? Sound effects and all, right? So he comes back up. Thanks, Eric. Rewind. Nice. Okay, so if we're here and maybe he stays there, or I tilt him, so come back, I'm gonna do it. But this is what option I'm gonna use when he goes forward, okay? It's what I like to call like the Turkish Get Up Sweep or the technical stand-up sweep, which means it's a lot of core and it's kind of challenging. So I'm gonna lift him up and extend him out still. I'm gonna tilt him so I get to my right hip slightly. I'm gonna take my bottom foot out, put it to the knee, and my top foot comes to the mat. Now, I'm gonna push into Eric. I want his leg and knee to move forward. I am not pushing myself backwards. All his weight will just crush me, okay? As I push forward with this knee, I have leverage from this foot on the mat, but I've gotta get to my elbow in my hand. That's the whole intention of this. So I push and build my base. He might come down to his knee, he might stay here. Either way is fine. From here, you can see I'm in a technical stand-up position. I still have the pinch on his leg. I'm grabbing his knee. I'm gonna do a technical stand-up. And now I can gable grip, or I can cup the top of his knee, but I have a bite behind his knee. I still have this pinch. I'm gonna pull him towards me and then push him, right? And get to my position. So it creates a little spin. I'm taking him off balance. It's very hard for him to hold his base when I'm pulling and then stuffing, okay? I can also, let's get back to that position. I'm gonna grab your leg, thank you. From here, I can decide to start climbing his back. I would probably do this more so if he was on his knee. I'm not one to really jump on someone's back. So I can kind of fold this in to create some pressure. See, I'm bringing his heel to his butt, and I'm just coming down, climbing to the hip, knee in, power half, whatever, boom, and start getting my back. Okay, so you can climb the ladder using the hips as the rungs and then the shoulder and coming up, okay? Let's do that all again. Strong legs. I'm gonna lift, extend, tilt. He tilts, I'm on my hip. I need to be on my side for this. Bottom foot goes to the knee instead of behind. I now go to the knee, top foot comes down. What I'm talking about of what not to do is I'm not doing this. Okay, it's kind of hard for me to do, but he can settle like all his, I'm like, it's hard for me. Yeah, he can come back. Maybe I could get the back, but it's really hard for me to get to my elbow in my hand. Once that collapses, tilt. I'm using like my shins and legs to tilt him, right? Because we're doing this from such a static position, like I said, when you like lift up and extend or go for the entry and then lift and extend, he might just naturally fall forward easier, right? Foot here, other foot on the mat. There, nice. See, that can happen a lot. Sometimes from here, like I can still do the technical stand up, but I might be able to just drive him down. I might even just be able to like, when I take the foot, just shove it over, okay? But I might still have to pull and push. I'm gonna bring this hand underneath his leg and grab my bicep, okay? I want to push into his far leg so I can still like lift and extend, but the intention is I wanna make this leg light so I can pass it in front of me. Anytime I can pass this leg in front, I have an opportunity for a back take. So we're here, I'm gonna push into that leg, and I'm gonna use that to build the frame to bring the leg over, okay? From here, I bring my shins in, I can sit up, grab his hips, pull him back, fling him out, come in, get my hooks, and go for my back control, okay? Let's rewind, and Eric's up and posted forward, okay? And I'm here, maybe I'm like here, and I'm like, there's no way I can reach the hips, it's a lot of core movement. I can start building my base up, going for my favorite smelly finish, grab the ankles and drive him forward and take him down. Okay, it's right there, guys, right there. Who was it? Someone in noon class said we should have a bell right, Ling? That when you hit the smelly finish, ding, ring the bell. So, so we're here. I'm in my position, got the knee open. I come under, grab my bicep, okay? I'm gonna lift and extend, putting weight in his back leg or far leg, and I can lift up and now swim into this shin to shin. This is just like De La Riva when we do the recliner chair back take. Same thing, strong shins. I come up, grab the hips, pull him back and extend. I can't pull him onto me and not extend. That'd be a problem. Be careful with your training partner. Okay. Get my bottom hook, top hook. And then hugs. Did I drop it? Oh yeah, that's the ideal time to do it, for sure. Yep. So he's up, we can do that one more time. So rewind it. He's there, yep. Like I'm here and I can't reach. I'll come up, boom. Yeah. I would really drive and pull the ankles out. Diana knows this from experience. They can really face plant. So knowing the judo forward, Meukami, right? Forward break ball. Is important. So you might just want to forewarn your partner if you've never done the smelly finish on them. They are going to fall forward. It can be very quick. Okay? Anyone need to see it again? One more time. We're here. This is the whole point here, right? I'm just weaving under and grabbing my own bicep. I'm gonna lift up, extend, or I'm just even putting pressure forward into his leg so all his weight goes on his far leg. Now I lift up, bring the leg over, I can grab the ankle, come up, grab the hips, extend, come in, back. You guys have seen the smelly finish. I don't have to do that to Eric again. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.